Honestly, opening my banking app on the first feels amazing when I see that $6,741 hit. That number instantly makes me feel rich, like I can suddenly afford everything I've been wanting. Mental spending starts immediately on trips and new clothes before I even get out of bed. But then the fixed cost spreadsheet opens up, and yeah, it's a pretty harsh reality check. With rent at $2,300, literally 34% of my paycheck evaporates instantly. Then the electric bill knocks off another $79, and internet takes another $30 from the pile. In like 5 minutes, the balance drops to $4,332, which is way less exciting. Looking at that big number used to feel like freedom, but honestly, it's a total lie. It feels like my money, but really I'm just holding on to that cash from my landlord. Sitting there staring at the screen, that tight feeling in my chest comes back because the math hurts. But look, this isn't just about my rent. It's about the illusion you are probably living in too. You probably look at your direct deposit and think, wow, I have money, but you don't. You need to stop budgeting off your gross income and start budgeting off your survival number. Open your banking app right now and subtract your rent, utilities, and debt payments immediately. That smaller number is your actual life, and you have to be real about it. If you don't separate fixed costs from spending money, you're going to overspend by Friday. The paycheck illusion is the main reason you feel broke 3 weeks later. You have to accept that 40% of your money never belonged to you in the first place. Stop planning your life around the deposit and start planning it around the leftovers. Real financial peace starts when you stop feeling rich on payday and start feeling secure on the 25th. So the grocery total for the month hit $469, and honestly, a lot of that was delivery fees. Instacart became a huge crutch because leaving the house on Sunday just felt impossible. Buying pre-cut fruit and organic snacks is definitely pricier than doing the prep myself. Guilt started creeping in pretty fast, whispering that I was just being lazy. Driving to the store probably could have saved like $60. But then a quick look at the calendar showed me what that $60 actually got me. 3 extra hours appeared to just chill, prep for work, and actually have a life. It was basically a trade, paying some cash to buy back time. However, I needed to look at your own spending and ask yourself if it's actually worth it. Are you buying time, or are you just losing money because you're disorganized? You need to figure out your own convenience tax and see if the math makes sense. If paying $15 saves you an hour of stress, that is totally a smart investment. But if you're paying it just because you forgot to plan, that's just a stupidity tax. You have to stop moralizing your spending and just look at the utility of it. Don't beat yourself up about the $5 fee. Just ask if that hour was worth $5 to you. If you spent that hour scrolling TikTok, yeah, you probably wasted the money. But if you spent it resting or working on a side hustle, you made a profit. You have to decide which chores are worth outsourcing and which ones aren't. Stop trying to be the perfect frugal hero and start being the CEO of your own schedule. Your time is an asset too, so spend your money to protect it, but only if you actually use it. Clicking on the dining out category was something I kind of dreaded. The total hit $566, and honestly, half the stuff on there is completely unmemorable. It wasn't even nice dinners. It was just random coffees and fatigue-based spending. Like $15 went to sushi just because it was raining, and another $50 went to Uber Eats for a friend. Realizing this wasn't paying for food, but paying to fix a mood was a wake-up call. The debit card basically became a tool for dealing with being tired or stressed out. Seeing that $566 total sucks because it's just money that vanished for no good reason. It's shameful to see how easy it is to get nickel and dimed by my own habits. But stop looking at my breakdown for a second and open your own food category. You're likely lying to yourself about how much you spend on just grabbing lunch. You need to find your friction points, those moments you just break down and swipe your card. Is it Tuesday night because you're tired? Is it Friday morning because you need a treat? You have to budget for your weakness, not just for your hunger. Stop pretending you will cook every night and start setting a tired budget. If you plan for the $20 takeout, it is a line item. If you don't, it is a failure. You need to see food spending as a mirror of your emotional state. If your dining out number is high, your stress level is probably high too. Don't just try to spend less. Try to figure out why you are so desperate for convenience. You can afford the latte, but you can't afford the habit of unconscious spending. Take control by deciding when you will eat out rather than letting your fatigue decide for you. So, the health and wellness section was kind of a shock at $220 for supplements and powders. Convinced my cortisol levels needed checking, I bought all the expensive vitamins. It felt like doing something good, like investing in my future health or whatever. But looking at the shelf now, it seems like I just fell for some really good marketing. It's crazy that this wellness spend is higher than my actual car insurance. The goal was to feel healthy, but mostly the result is just having less money. It turns out the purchase was about the feeling of being healthy instead of doing the work. Justifying it by saying, at least it's not alcohol, doesn't change the fact that it's wasted money. Now, turn the camera on your own bathroom cabinet and supplement drawer. You need to audit your wellness spending to see if it is health or just a hobby. Are you buying powders because they work or because an influencer told you to? You need to realize that drinking water and sleeping 8 hours is free and more effective. Stop paying the insecurity tax that convinces you that you are broken and need fixing. If you're spending $200 on supplements but eating $15 takeout, your priorities are backwards. You have to earn the right to buy the fancy stuff by mastering the basics first. Test your spending. Cut the product for a month and see if you actually feel worse. If you don't notice a difference, you are just buying expensive urine. You need to stop confusing consumerism with care. Spend money on real food and gym memberships, not on magic pills. Your body is a biological machine, not a slot machine for wellness brands. My dog is seriously my best friend, but the spreadsheet basically says she's a luxury subscription. This month alone costs hit $146 between the insurance and her vet plan. Since she's totally healthy right now, paying that premium feels like buying nothing. But knowing one bad day could cost $5,000 makes the expense non-negotiable. It's kind of wild that she costs more per month than my own haircuts. Watching that money go hurts, but then seeing her tail wag makes me get over it. However, you need to stop treating your pet costs as emergencies that surprise you. You are likely ignoring the true cost of your furry friend until the vet bill hits. You need to build a sinking fund for every living thing you're responsible for. Don't just hope they stay healthy. Budget for the inevitable reality that they won't. You should be setting aside a flat monthly fee for love, just like you do for Netflix. If you can't afford the insurance, you honestly can't afford the pet. You need to calculate the total cost of ownership, not just the price of kibble. Stop resenting the vet bills and start prepaying them in your mind. This teaches you the discipline of amortization, spreading pain over time. Your pets are family, so give them a line item in your budget, not the scraps. If you budget $146, you will never resent them for getting sick. You are buying peace of mind, which is the only thing money is actually good for. Look at your pet right now and promise them you will have the money when they need it. Love is unconditional, but keeping them alive is very expensive. Plan for it. So the final math came in. Income $6,741 minus, spending $4,000 left as surplus. Seeing that $2,700 gap felt amazing, almost like winning a game or something. Moving it to savings happened right away before a reason to spend it appeared. But honestly, without tracking the $566 on food, that gap would be way smaller. Tracking didn't magically create the money. The money was always there, just hidden in the leaks. Now, it is your turn to find your own gap and protect it with your life. You need to do the math. Income, survival expenses, stupid spending equals. Whatever is left is your freedom number, and you need to know it. Don't just let the surplus sit in checking where it will accidentally become a new pair of shoes. You must move it immediately to a place where you can't touch it. Accept that you're not broke. You're just unoptimized and leaking cash. The goal of this reset isn't to make you feel guilty. It is to give you control. You can fix the dining out. You can fix the groceries. You can't fix what you ignore. Start your own monthly reset routine this Sunday. It takes 20 minutes and it is worth more than any hours of overtime you work. You are the CFO of your life, and a report is due. Stop drifting through your 20s wondering why you aren't building wealth. The math is simple, the discipline is hard, but the result is freedom. Close your eyes, imagine the gap growing, and now go make it happen. The reset is done. The data is clear, and now the action is yours to take.